All right, let's move on to Italy. There's a really nice match on Tuesday at 2:45 p.m. Eastern Time. Lazio hosting AC Milan. Two teams currently inside the top four. Lazio sitting at plus 210. AC Milan sitting at plus 130 with the draw at plus 240. The number is getting better here on AC Milan and getting into the range where I potentially would play them. Because of course, if you've listened to this podcast for any length of time, you know our feelings about Lazio. But where are you thinking of going in this headliner in Serie A?
Yeah, I like the under 2.5 goals. This is just, I mean, the Lazio attack shouldn't really be able to have any success at all in this matchup. They don't create a lot of shots at all. They're one of the worst shots team. They rely on getting enough possession to eventually get one or two really good shots and then finish them at an alarmingly and unsustainable rate. And they've done that for a year and a half. And so credit to them. But like you look at this attack, I mean, they're 8th in penalty touches. They're 11th in progressive passes, 12th in passes into the area. So immediately I'm thinking, okay, this is like an average attack. And they are. I mean, they're 9th in non-penalty expected goals per 90 minutes, which is right around the league average in Italy. But they don't finish that way. I mean, if you look at goals for, they're the 4th or 5th best attack in the league.
They have a better goal differential than Milan.
Right. And despite being about 10 goals worse in expected goals. So, this Lazio team has owned us forever.
Yep.
The day is coming. We talked on and I tweeted this a couple of days ago. We were talking like top 4 futures now that Juventus is losing 15 points. And in theory, there's value on Lazio. I don't see it. Roma and Atalanta are clearly better teams and should be fighting for that 4th place if Juve actually loses the points. But in terms of this matchup, I think this is a great get-right spot for the Milan defense, which really got pasted in back-to-back games, giving up 5 goals to Lecce, and they really were uncompetitive with Inter in the Supercoppa on Thursday. So I think this is a good spot for the defense to kind of get right. They've struggled with conceding. They had the blown lead against Roma. Like there is regression that has come for this defense. This is a perfect get right spot against a bad Lazio attack that is running so hot. And I do expect Lazio to put in a good defensive effort here at home, where they have been much better. Like their attacks also, like their defense has also been running really good, but not to the same extent that the attack has. And at home, their defending has actually been pretty good. So I can live with it, even though I don't love it.
Yeah, the number is getting better here on AC Milan. And the thing is like, it's a conversation we had, I think it was last week or 2 weeks ago, that, the books know that Lazio is not the, 2nd or 3rd best team by goal differential. Otherwise, they'd be a favorite here. But the thing is no Serie Mobile, which is a problem for Lazio, considering if you just pull up Lazio of who's getting the most shots, it's him. He's getting about a little less than 3 shots per 90, and then nobody else is getting over 2 shots per 90, which is a little bit concerning. So it's like, all right, where are the goals going to come from for this team? And like you already mentioned, they just don't get a lot of shots. I mean, they're 17th in shots per 90. They're just finishing at an alarming rate. And the thing is they want to play through the middle of the pitch. Like Serge Milinkovic-Savic is very, very good, and he does a great job getting forward. But Lazio is completing the fewest crosses into the penalty area. They're 18th in XG per set piece. So what's to love about this Lazio attack if they don't have Ciro Immobile, the guy who's just been finishing at an unsustainable rate for 3 years now? And Milan, the flip side of that is like they're top 4 or 5 in every single metric that we look at, which is very, very good. So I do project them at plus 123 before accounting for the injury for Immobile. So I think it is a decent spot here, like you mentioned, for Milan. Coming off 2 bad performances, a good get-right spot against a Lazio team that just has been very, very underwhelming yet again. We're sitting at 30 goals for off of 23 expected, and then we're sitting at 15 goals allowed off 19 expected. They're a little over a plus 3 expected goal differential, running about 13 goals above where they should be. So great spot here for AC Milan to get right. All right, let's move on.
I think, one more thing. Both these attacks don't even get good shots.
Right.
They're both outside the top 8 in average shot distance.
Yeah.
So
I know.
it's
so like, you're not getting shots and they're not high quality.
Not getting great shots. And like Milan has run really well for like a year now too.
Yeah.
They've started to cool off a little bit. They're good. They're a good team. Like their underlying numbers are fine. Like I don't think Milan's like bad, but like I think Lazio is bad. But I still think, I mean, like other than Leao taking a huge step forward this year, they're getting less production from striker. Like this Milan attack has holes too. So the consistent production just hasn't quite been there for them.